notice that this area is open now. That's because that is some music that I'm practicing, which is going to take me a while to learn. It's pretty wild looking. It's a composer. This was composed in 1980. This is a piece for string quartet and piano that uses a lot of very crazy, wonderful techniques where you put things in the piano and play them, and you kind of, do like kind of stuff like that, or stuff like that, or let's see, that kind of stuff, as well as putting pillows into the piano while you play and plastic boxes into the piano while you play. And it's got a couple of really crazy gestures that are just fast and hard, so I have to memorize them. So I'm going to be working on that for the next month. And the concert's going to be February 10th at the neighborhood music school. And so I'm playing in this piece. There's another piece for cello and piano by the same composer, Igor Kornichuk. And the other piece has more movements, and it's actually more involved in a lot of ways, but it doesn't use so many techniques that this one does, where I posted it on Insta. You can see the score, what the score kind of looks like on Instagram. So you can hear the piano too, right? Okay, cool. Have I lost you all? Have you all gone away? Could you hear everything okay? I could hear myself. I can hear myself talking. I could hear the piano. And I could hear, very lightly, the Matrix Brute commenting. Cool. I'm gonna make my way back. Well, all right. Okay, Broad 78. Have a great, great day. Hey, Drums Art. How are you? Sorry I didn't see you earlier. I was off in a different world. But I could sort of every now and then see stuff, but I don't know, man. On these things, it's like next to impossible to see the comments, you know? It's like, they give you like no space on this, you know, on the phone, the stream manager. It's like, come on. At least let me do it in landscape so I have more real estate or something. Edith! How are you, Edith? Oh, that's very sweet of you, Drums Art. Thank you. So far, the tests that I have done have been working. Oh, you know, yeah, I do. So, sending you lots of hugs, Edith. I'm gonna have a drinky. Not a alky drinky, but the opposite, actually. Young coconut. Oh yeah. Oh, that's good stuff. I love this stuff. I don't know if you folks drink this, but damn, this is good. It's really, really tasty. And it has lots of electrolytes, which are good for you. Yeah, you know it. It's yummy. Yeah. It's got a little too much sugar for me, you know, but that's natural sugar and all that stuff. I've been getting away as much as possible from processed food, which frankly is almost impossible. And, you know, yeah, it's pink. It's so nice. Yeah. So, I'm psyched because Ventura seems to be behaving. OBS in its new format seems to be very stable at the moment. Even Ableton has, I think I heard one little crackle come out of it, which kind of pisses me off because I'm really not pushing it hard. So, although I think I did, hang on, let me see here. Hold on, let's see. Hold on. I want you to be able to see this. Okay, there we go. So if I go, of course now they changed it from preferences to settings, right? If I'm doing it right now, I'm operating on 64 sample buffer size, which is definitely very tight. Toy. I need to watch more Austin Powers. I really do. Maybe we need to have an Austin Powers Discord watch fest. That's what we need. The Spy Who Shagged Me and Gold Member. Yeah, you know, I'm a little boy and I can't help myself. Okay, I'll put the camera back so you can actually see me. Not that, you know, that's that much better. Yeah, baby. I just, you know, I'm an 11, 12-year-old boy who giggles, evil giggles when they see, you know, fart jokes. And the scene with Fat Bastard is just absolutely hilarious. I love his character, the way he portrays that. And then, of course, the scene where he's by the water fountain and he kicks the cord out, and then he has to pee into the fountain to make it look like it's still going, and then there's a plate of asparagus. It's like, and then the guard is like sniffing around. It's like, what? Oh, it's so good. It's so good. So, sorry, I just went to my 12-year-old self. So yeah, 64 samples is very tight. I'm on the N1, yes, and the interface is that. There we go. It's a PreSonus SL32, and it is very nice. I love that thing, and so I really haven't had any issues with that thing, but I've updated the firmware, I've updated the software, you know. I'm just not a fan of USB audio. I'm going to just come out and say it, damn it. I'm not a fan of USB audio or USB MIDI. I think USB MIDI is sloppy, the timing is off, you need to have time stamping stuff going on to make sure that it's really tight. I mean, I use this. Hang on. I use, I don't know if you can see this. This guy is the MIDI Express. No, you can't see that. MIDI Express XT, the Motu. And it's a great piece of gear. Oh, VJP, how are you? Yeah, you know, Shrampy Bot on Mastodon hates me, so that never announces me. Hey, Aruchant K, how are you? Oh, it's cool. It's totally cool. What? Uh-oh, did we just? We didn't get raided, did we? No. Loki, how are you? Manual raid? Okay, that's cool. How's it going, low key? Skullsy's back. Yay. Emmanuel Raid. Eruchant K? Eruchant K. I don't know how to say that, but I love your name. Eruchant K. Che or K? So, Che. You were mesmerized by trivia? Yeah, yeah, on Mastodon, I mean, you know, I haven't left Twitter, but Doomfam is always, I'm so glad to see you here. Seriously. Doomfam representing. And you know, I started an account on Mastodon, and I kind of like it. It's just that I don't get any responses from anyone. I'll post something, it's like crickets. But that's the way it is, right, when you're starting up stuff. It's crickets on Twitter anyway, so it's not like a big deal, you know. So anyway, so we are in the middle of, well, Toads, I thank you. 3.5 millimeter aux better than USB audio? Meh. It really depends on, you know, the amplifier that's going out into that and the cable and where it's going. Honestly. Insta-ham. Right. So yeah, and I just took a break from Twitter and Insta-ham for a while, and I'm still off of Facebook. Or I should say Dorkbook. And I'm not missing Dorkbook at all, I'm going to be honest with you. You know, I mean, the people who I really want to keep in touch with on Dorkbook, we still email and do FaceTime, and we're close. So it's like, yeah, Dorkbook. I'm going to have another sip of that delicious, ask for it by name, Harmless Harvest coconut water. They're sponsoring me. No, they're not. They should. Oh yeah, that's so good. Facebook accounts, yeah. I mean, in all honesty, I mean, I was on that whole social media thing way early when it started up. I mean, I was on CompuServe and America Online. Then MySpace and Reverb Nation. Herdy. It's like, oh boy. Yeah. Aw, Sword Fam. Aw. Slab, what are you doing up so late? Synth Lab, how are you? Good to see you. AOL random chat room. Oh yeah, that was super duper creepy. I really got creeped out by those random chat rooms. That was bizarre. Prodigy, yeah. Oh my god, I remember Prodigy. And the band as well. Yeah, AOL chat. You've got mail. I still, you've got mail. I just, you know, it's that, you know, the fat land of there were so many cool little things that on the old Mac environment that were error messages and stuff, and actually the sound was one of my favorites, you know, because it would go it was like you were squishing a bug. It was so good. And you could make your own, of course. Like whenever I did something stupid, my computer would say, "You are a bad man," etc. Yeah, CompuServe. Yes, I remember CompuServe. What am I doing up this late? I'm always up this late. Well, when I'm not teaching. I'm trying very hard to change my sleeping patterns. I'm really trying. It's not easy, man. You know? Guys. I'm trying. The only times I go to bed early is when I knock myself out with Benadryl or something like that. I have this week off. Yes, I took this week off. I was going to go drive down to Asheville, North Carolina, but I got sick. And we just determined, okay, if I'm sick, I'm not going to drive down there. And I said, well, let me go a day later. And it just wasn't worth it, you know, and do it in one day, which is really hard for me. I'm wimpy, but 14-hour drive, that's hard for me. I'm getting old. My bladder doesn't want to cooperate for 14 hours. Moog Central, that's right. The Moogseum is there, and of course, diapers. I am not going there, VJP. Unless people put me into a straitjacket and force me. It's just, I am not going there. Yeah. So anyway, it's good to see you all. All of you are up late night. It's almost 2 a.m. here on the East Coast. Synth Lab, Totes, Edith. Who else is on the East Coast here? Anybody else? Yeah. So, okay. Enough babbling. Nothing appealing about sitting in your own pee. Yes. Oh, okay. There you go. All right, Control-Alt-Delete. That's right. West Coast? You are not on the West Coast, Totes, unless you are. Yeah. But I know Low-Key is definitely way out there. So is VJP. Totes Coast. West Coast today? No. I don't think so. I think she's just being her typical self. She's messing with us. Home is where you hang your hat. Okay, what movie is that from? Home is where you hang your hat. 5 points. No? I was pretty sure SynthLab would get it. I'm gonna count off. 4, 3, 2, 1. Buckaroo Banzai. It was in Buckaroo Banzai. Has anyone seen it? I'm assuming that some of you artsy-fartsy folks have seen Buckaroo Banzai. That film changed me when I first saw it. It did. It was so much fun. So remember, wherever you are, wherever you go, there you are. Something like that. Yeah. Years ago. Right. Right. All right. So let's see. What's the next test that I need to run here? Oh, yes. I need to see if things are going to sync up properly again, because the updated system, MIDI, and stuff. Okay. Okay. I'm trying to think how that's in Hungarian, because that would be slang, SynthLab, if that's what you're inferring. Oh boy. Because I could be literal about it and say, a vizes rész. A vizes rész, which is literally the place that is wet. But there's lots and lots and lots of slang in Hungarian. I mean, there's a Hungarian slang dictionary where it's like this thick. It's so good. Yo, Woke Messiah, how's it going? Woke. I must be saved. I must be saved. Everyone, we must be saved by Wokas. Please. Wokas, please save us. Hold on. Wokas. Okay, hold on. Wokas, please save us. Welcome, Raiders. I'm Ifanizni, if you don't know me. And I am running some boring tests. But it won't be so boring in a second, because I updated everything and stuff like that. So I do things with those over there. I do things with a piano way back there. I do things with a Fender Rhodes over there. You can't see it right now. And some drum machines. Test tones. Okay. So let's get some rhythm going, shall we?